our first video. We are super excited to bring this to you, and we think you will like this topic because we are all going to relate to this.
That is correct. So we have decided that for the first video we're going to be sharing with you guys and hopefully connect us in different ways at different levels will be COVID-19 and the schooling system this year.
And we have all suffered this. So this is not a fun topic for many people. It certainly was very painful for us individually. We both decided on different types of schooling this year. Excuse me. And there are different reasons behind it. And I'm sure, just like is sure, that it is different for every single parent out there because of many different reasons.
So we're gonna let you know or what was our experience and everything that we decided to do and why in this video, and hopefully that helps a little bit for you to make some decisions down the road that are coming very soon.
Absolutely. So let's see what we did for this school year.
Hi guys, again, we are back on this topic that we just introduced right now. So why we decided to pick this topic as the first one to share with you guys. One of the main reasons is because we are very close to start the school year everywhere. Whoever has not started yet is like right around the corner. So I think the more we learn about what other people is doing and the more that we share, then it's easier sometimes for other people that are a little bit conflicted or confused about what they're going to do in the next 3 or 4 weeks if they haven't made a decision yet. So in my experience for me, it was very, abrupt. I don't think me only, but for me because, I'm a professional who goes out of my house every day to work and I needed to be out. My husband works too. So it's a little bit more conflicted when you are a person who's not a stay-at-home mom. And then all of a sudden, everything is going on Friday, and then that Friday, at the end of the day, when people are supposed to be having fun and thinking about happy hour, what happens? We are all announced that we have to start working from home the following Monday, and the kids are not going to be coming back to school. And I think that was a very, hard weekend to digest everything that we were going to do and everything that was happening. So luckily for me, I had the option back in March to just stay and work from home because the company that I used to work for at that time put everybody work from home and I could work remotely, and nothing changed in that sense. So job security, everything remained the same, which I feel very grateful for. Then Miranda, my little one, has to now be instructed by me. I became her teacher overnight, and that was not something that I never thought, like many of you didn't. So here's where my challenge was. With K students, and I have to work on home, show up for my meetings, do my work, do everything I needed to do, but at the same time keep her going on, up to date with everything that she needed to complete the school year. So different struggles I had. I had adapted and learning Google Classroom, which I never even thought of that I would use. Learning about the system first, again, in the first week after we were shut down. And it was a little bit challenging to be working in a computer for her and working on my computer for my job and try to keep up with both. So that was a little bit hard. It took me a little bit of, 3 or 4, 5 days to pick up on the things and how that worked. And once I had that under control, the big challenge came up to keep her connected and interesting and continue her curriculum up for the rest of the year. Her teacher changed to be me, who I already have the role of being her mom. So probably that's not very fun for a, pre-K student. Trying to understand why she couldn't go to school and trying to explain to her in the most simple way why we couldn't leave the house. So all that puts a lot of pressure on a human, doesn't matter how old it is, me as an adult and her as a child. The pushback started, right? Like she wasn't really interested in connecting. She wasn't really interested in going like on the computer because to her, she's like, I'm not in school. So the learning environment experience wasn't there, and that was a big challenge for me and my husband. The few days that he was home helping out to get her into the tune to continue to stay focused and deliver. So once we got her to that place and explained to her why it was important to continue, why it was important to keep going, why it was important to, be there. Um, then it started like another challenge. What challenge? Then a schedule conflicting, right? So I had my calendar, my business calendar going every day with meetings and tasks and jobs and projects that I have to deliver. And it was a little bit challenging when like I had meetings back to back to first meet the expectations of the school, and also when I have meetings and she has meetings. So it's like how do I choose which meeting do I go? How do I choose who attends what? Because for the older kids, it's like in fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh grade, and maybe sometimes not even. It is a little bit easier. You set that up; they can actually set it up and join and attend. But for a 4 year old, like how do you keep her glued to the screen and attentive and participating while you're on your own meeting? Very frustrating experience, conflicted. You want your child to be successful, you want everybody to be happy, you have to do your job, and then you still have to deal with the pandemic. I feel that, for this year, I wasn't sure what's going to happen is when the new year starts, we we are in the same situation, like, like what is going to happen? I understand that when everything happened abruptly back in March, nobody was ready for it, not even the school system, not the Board of Education, nobody was ready. But as we grew into supporting each other and figuring out everything, I was hoping that everything was going to get better for the school year. I transitioned through the summer to another state, and super excited when I applied for this school back last fall. Super nice, great charter school that she's attending this year. She was, so looking forward to it as well. And what happened? Like, we still shut down. The school year starts a little bit earlier here on the West Coast than on the East Coast. School was scheduled to start in the middle of July. It was pushed to the beginning of August because due to the whole COVID, and then also making the right decisions for the little tiny humans of what was important to do. Do we keep them at home? Do we bring them back? What do we do? Here's when the challenge again started, right? Like you got to breathe for a little bit, summer, right? And then the challenge started when the school gives you the option, would you like the child to come in person or to start online remote school for the new school year? And that's when, like, I sat down with Mike and then I told him, what are we going to do? What do you think is the first approach? So as a parent, you always want to keep your children safe, right? Safety is the first number one thing. We decided to start her on the online remote option for the beginning of the year, which she has already. She's going on week 3 as of this week. And, it was a little bit easier because I guess she was already wanting with the program for her students from the spring. Also, this specific school developed a new tutoring platform. The children have more autonomy to actually participate and do their own recordings and audios and everything. And the parents don't have to be there, all the time, for example, on recordings, meeting, and everything. So I think it was a good choice for us. Of course, you need to have the parent at home, but for a lot of families, it's not a go. Difficult situation to determine who's going to stay at home because, somebody has to go to work and so provide for the family. This school gives me the option to put her on the first quarter on online. And if I want to make the decision to switch her to the first online and down the road if things get better, I have that option, which we'll definitely contemplate in that because she needs that social contact. She needs that day-to-day, feel of the school experience. And all I wanted to, share my story with you guys so you guys can decide what was better. I was wanted to let you know what we decided to do and why. And hopefully that helps someone out there to make the right decision also for their kids and, and figure out things because it's not easy. But that's why we're here, right? To share, to tell stories about our own experiences and hopefully someone, even if it helps one person, I think we accomplish our goals in making a difference and helping someone.
Hey guys, it's my turn to talk about schooling. Well, it is a hard decision. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, I made a decision along with my husband. This was about a month to decide that, and then it took me about another few weeks to firm on that. So we decided in my household to homeschool literally from scratch, find out curriculums and all that stuff. Never in my wildest dreams I thought that I will be homeschooling. It was very scary for me, being that I felt that I did not want to set my 6-year-old for this school year. I feared that I would set him back. So we are homeschooling for 2020-2021 school year. Well, guys, so I chose to do my curriculums. I found a few of them. I put it in the link below. I'll put the links to what I'm using below and where I found them. Some items I found on Amazon. Some I went directly into some other websites to find them. And I found they were the closest to my son's school what they use on that. So I will put the links below. Up to you, whatever you want to do. If you decide to fully homeschool your child, know that it should not be a stressful time. It should be fun. It should be a time to embrace with your child, regardless of the grade. The kiddos that are a little older, maybe a little more independent. My son needs a little bit more support. He's in first grade. He is also autistic, and that's why he needs a little bit more support from my end when it comes to some things to do it. He is high functioning, so we're able to do things with him that he enjoys doing. I tried to focus on things he loves and wrap our curriculum around it. He's really into weather changes, extreme weather things. Then I try to integrate things like science or math, even social studies to show him about territories that could have a little bit more extreme weather. So that's just examples of what we do. I'm not going to talk in deep, so deep into what we do in our homeschooling. It really broke my heart to take him out of school because he had a great team that was supporting him there. The school is amazing. It is actually the same school where Leica's daughter is attending. I told him about the school, and it's a great, great school. We loved it, or we still love it. We're planning on coming back for second grade, given that everything goes back to whatever the new normal is. I'm very structured. I'm very organized. I'm very OCD, and I need to let go of that. And that is something I keep hearing and seeing over and over again on those amazing moms who are and have been homeschooling their kiddos for years, is that you need to take it day by day. You should not stress about this. It should be a good, fun experience for both the child and the parent, and that's how I'm embracing it. Our first week was frustrating, to say the least. It was hard. It was hard for him. It was hard for me. And then as the time progressed, then, we got a little bit better at this, and then we're getting better, and then we're doing all this good stuff. We started, since I decided to pull him out, I let his school know kind of thing. I started homeschooling about a week and a half after, and that first week for us was the getting out of vacation mode. I chose to do homeschooling with the curriculums I found because when the COVID hit in March and everybody was, none of us were ready for this. Online schooling really didn't work for him. It was a struggle even getting him to get in front of the computer to get his classes done. He really was not into that. My son is very in-person kind of thing. He loves it. He loves the interaction with other kiddos, with his
school, with his teachers, with the staff in the school. So online schooling for him didn't work. And that's why I don't want to stress him. And certainly I don't want to stress myself for this because it's not the goal. So that's what we chose to do. That's how we're doing it. And if you decided to homeschool and this is your first year, just like I am, if you're homeschooling from scratch, like I said, know that you have made a decision that you felt was the best for your child. There is no right or wrong. It's just what works for your family and what makes you more comfortable. There are many, many, many households out there that unfortunately are not able to homeschool their kids. Even having them in their house doing online classes is very stressful, like they have expressed before. We all went through it. I went through Google Classroom myself when we first started. So it's a learning process for all of us to start getting to the place we all want to be. So just know that we are here for you. You do have a community of people that are here to hear you out, to support you in any way, shape, or form.
Well, guys, those were our videos individually. We just wanted to do it that way so you can see what we chose separately for this school year.
Yes, because not everything works for everybody. The main takeaway from all these is like, so you can learn from both experiences, and then hopefully it helps you to decide what to do for this upcoming new school year. Mm-hmm. And, it comes with a little bit of ease from your lifestyle and the decisions that you have to make around that time.
Absolutely. Remember, this is not easy for none of us parents. It is certainly very stressful way of having our children learn. It's not at all what most of us had envisioned, but know that you are not alone. We're all in this together. We want to hear all of your comments, suggestions. Stay well, stay tuned. Subscribe to our channel so you can keep up with our videos. Our goal is to do a video a week so that you have that fresh content all the time. So subscribe, tell all your friends if you think we're, good to share. And just feel free to also, I'm sorry, I forgot, follow us on our Instagram account. It's right here, somewhere here. Somewhere in this video you'll see it. Just follow us. Just follow us. So thanks for watching and we'll see you soon.
Ciao.